This is the Selah Saturday Session Show with John and Phil.
Look, I'm just saying, you wouldn't want your mom to overhear this podcast.
Hey, Woodrow, your brain might get a hernia.
Calm it down, because your pizza's about to be burned.
It's just the steroids for your brain.
Selah.
Please
We
pause and consider.
consider
And now, for
our show.
This is the Selah Saturday Session Show with John and Phil.
Look, I'm just saying, you wouldn't want your mom to overhear this podcast.
Hey, Woodrow, your brain might get a hernia.
Calm it down, because your pizza's about to be burned.
It's just the steroids for your brain.
Selah. Please pause and consider.
And now, for
our show.
This is the Selah Saturday Session Show with John and Phil.
Look, I'm just saying, you wouldn't want your mom to overhear this podcast.
Hey, Woodrow, your brain might get a hernia.
Calm it down, because your pizza's about to be burned.
It's just the steroids for your brain.
Selah. Please pause and consider.
And now, for our show. This is
The Selah Saturday Session Show
with John
John and Phil.
Look, I'm just saying, you wouldn't want your mom to overhear this podcast.
Hey, Woodrow,
Your little brain is in a hernia.
Calm it down.
Just might.
It's just the
Steroids for your brain.
Selah. Please pause and consider.
Let's pause and consider.
For our show.
For
For our show.
This is
The Saturday Session Show. It's gotta be the best name for a show. The Selah Saturday Session Show.
for.
We should just rename this to the Selah Session Show and just this is the Selah Friday Session Show.
That's right. That's right.
What are we watching, Bill, or reading?
I don't know. What'd you guys leave off with yesterday?
I don't know. I
I
don't
was
remember.
like, you guys like put me to bed. I was like, I'm out of here.
No, that was boring. That was unironically boring.
It was great
So-
though.
No, it wasn't.
It was
Don't
so
lie.
Selah. It was so
No,
Selah.
that's a
It made
that's
me
a good point. It
Pause
was so
and
boring.
consider.
Yeah, take you a nap.
Yeah.
Hey, wake up. It's Thursday. Let's pray the luminous mysteries together. The ones recommended by Pope John Paul II.
No, Bill, we think about what we should watch.
Get luminous,
Luminous, get luminous, get luminous,
get
get luminous, get luminous, get luminous,
get
luminous, get luminous, get luminous, get luminous, get luminous, get luminous.
luminous.
Lawrence.
Grind. Always. Gay.
Left.
Be gay.
Into crime.
The motto.
Oh, we never finished this
Make it
boring
like
after
a 10-minute AI
All right,
routine
let's
every
do
morning.
that.
You'll be
10-minute AI routine.
You in?
So this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One
Bill is how I
habit
became.
changed everything.
Selah, Phil, what's that habit you think?
Okay.
I replaced social media with microlearning. Now, instead of wasting time on social media, I spend 15 minutes a day actually learning how to use AI.
Only
for
15
writing,
minutes?
That's not much.
planning, brainstorming.
So instead of wasting
to learn.
time, instead of
That's
wasting
it,
15
just
minutes on
one
social
skill a
media,
day. This
I'm
is the
doing
28
15
day
minutes
AI
on the...
challenge built
Just
for
wasting time
beginners
doing
over
AI.
40.
Yeah.
Starts tomorrow.
Hey, built for beginners over 40, Phil.
Nice.
Let's do what David Ross was doing.
Tap the screen to join us
Oh, yeah.
and try the one habit that really makes you unstoppable.
Mum.
Okay, what's the next ad? There's 2 ads.
We
live
What
in
is
a
it? 2 ads.
understanding
This is
of law
great.
that affects
Riveting content.
decision to consecrate the bishops. The definition of law that held for thousands of years, that the church has taught, that St. Thomas has taught,
My
but
bad
that
for
even is
audio.
older than the church,
The
is one
definition.
that requires law to be first an ordinance of reason made by one who has care of the community for the common good.
Where did he get this? Where did he get this? The Illuminous Mystery sponsored by Lumate Deodorant. Skip ad, you freaks? No! That's content we were watching.
That's actually more interesting than this.
Yeah, that was actually interesting.
And promulgated. And what's important about that is law
Who is this guy?
not a pure act of the will.
He's talking
It
about
has
law.
to be reasonable, and it has a
No, but who
purpose.
is he?
And that
Brian
purpose must
McCall.
be the goal, and
Is
the
it
law
Brian
must reach that
McCall?
purpose for it to be
Just
even a law.
McCall.
Unfortunately, for the last several centuries,
Saturdays are
we have
Protestant.
become inundated
This
with a
is him.
false idea called legal positivism. And that is essentially the law is whatever words the person with power spoke. It can be anything.
Oh, the
You're
person with
ordered to do
power
something.
spoke.
It's the law. Do it. Doesn't matter. No question.
That makes sense.
They took an old legal aphorism and distorted it. What pleases the prince has the force of law. So who's ever in charge, if it's Francis, if it's Leo, they can make whatever law they want. It doesn't have to be reasonable. It doesn't have to be to the common good. Secondly,
What?
that law
Where is he
always
getting
subject to
this?
equity. So whatever the technical
Now he
rule
sounds
is,
like
whatever the
SETI
rule
P.
is, that rule is capable
Law.
of exception.
He's talking about
With one
law.
important point, and this is where we have to get to our second
Your
point.
Honor.
The difference
Your
between
Honor.
divine law and human law. Because I've seen some people since this announcement running
object.
around saying that having a papal mandate to consecrate a bishop is a divine law. And again, I can't.
No, he
judge
says it
people,
does
but they
have to
don't
be
understand law
reasonable,
to make a
but
statement
they're
like
still the
that.
Pope. It's
So
just
what's the
not
difference?
binding.
Divine law are rules that are applicable by all time, not just anything in the old law, not the Mosaic law, but laws that God has embedded and revealed to us. Those laws are incapable of exception because they come directly from God. The role of the church and other human lawgivers is to make those laws more particular, to give us ways to fulfill the divine
It's a
law.
mystery
So
to
I'm
them
just going to give a real quick
Kings.
example. The third commandment, thou shalt keep holy the Lord's day, is of divine origin. There are no exceptions to it. No one can say, Saturday Vigil Masses, sorry, no one can say, God, we're going to grant an exception, Saturday, Friday, you can honor the Lord's Day, or you're kind of tired.
But
you don't have to
Saturday
do
was the
anything
original
on the
Lord's Day, wasn't it?
It is incapable of exception.
Yeah, until the
We must
apostles
honor the
changed
Lord's
it.
Day in some way.
Yeah, but didn't...
Now, the church created
Selah.
a
Wait,
human
wait,
law.
Phil.
we are
Wouldn't that
required
prove
to-
that the church can bind us with divine laws? That Sundays
Right.
precede Saturday, and the church can
Because
just
they
do that?
changed the holy day.
Yeah, this would mean the bishops who have apostolic authority can change.
They
Change
divine law
actually.
that came down to Moses from a mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, as a fulfillment. Yeah, and all old law never gets removed. It's fulfilled with the new law.
Hear Mass on Sundays. We'll stick with that for now, as a particularization of that divine law. Although the divine law is not capable of exception to human law is, for many different reasons. One of which,
Your Honor.
Right.
I wish you'd say Your
Necessity
Honor or
knows no law.
something.
Ancient
He does sound smarter than most people.
So whenever human laws are at issue, and a papal mandate is, remember,
it makes me almost want to listen to
canon
it,
law
though.
that says you must have a papal mandate or you're excommunicated dates from 1951.
Your Honor!
The purpose of it, if we had more time.
Like, come on, I want this guy to just say Your
Honor.
Honor.
It is of human origin. Pope Pius XII wrote
We need
it.
Brian to call the truth. Yeah, that's what we need him to
Just
start
like
doing
if you had a child
catchphrases.
sick with measles,
You can't
you are
handle the
not
truth.
bound to hear mass
Divine
on
law.
you have a necessity to care for your infant child. Likewise, whatever the law,
Divine law,
that is a divine
divine
origin
code.
is monarch of the church. The Pope is Christ's vicar, supreme head of the church, a supreme head of the church in the visible church on earth.
I have
That's
the
a capable
Smeagol's.
exception. We don't get to say we have two popes.
Selah, what the heck is the Smeagol's, Bill?
I don't have to say that. Who says Smeagol's?
Said EP in chat.
Oh, the measles? The Smeagol's?
Yeah, I don't know.
We hope, friend of the show.
Which, by the way, Phil, we have some Olympic coverage.
Oh,
by the way. Yeah. Well, give me a second to present my screen for it. Give me a second, Phil. I got Nick Carbongos is actually an Olympic athlete. Stop the music for a second, Phil.
I not in. You want me to log in as you so I can do that? I'm logged in as me.
What the heck, Phil? That's uncharitable. All right, Phil. We have our
uncharitable.
Okay, Phil.
This third day of competition here at the Gay Olympics in New York City. And a very good morning.
Very, very good morning to you, Bev.
Is Anthony Abate in there?
Tony Adams won gold in the 100-meter mints. We picked
Rob
up the bronze in the
wins.
Judy Garland disc throw, but unfortunately Darren Dixon failed to even score in the men's hands-free pole vault.
Bad luck, Darren. But coming up now is the Gay Couples Hurdles and Obstacles event. It's a very difficult course, and we'll cross live now as the two Australian competitors attempt to book a double bed in a hotel.
Can I help you, ladies? Yes, we'd like a double room, thanks.
It's our live
Very
Olympic
strong start from the
coverage.
girls there.
That'd be
Were you
two
being
single beds.
served?
Hey, we're playing the
Olympic
Olympic coverage,
No,
Eddie.
a double room.
Good girl, she's righted herself.
That's a double bed with a camp stretcher.
Yes,
that'll be fine, thanks.
Oh my goodness, no, they've shied away from it. She's not even going to attempt the hurdle. Oh, that is a shame, and that's put an end to Australia's medal hopes in this event. What a bitter disappointment for the girls, Leonie.
Certainly is, Bev. Well, now it's time for the handicap event for people who are having doubts about their sexuality.
Look at this
So
AP
we'll go
person.
straight now to the closet
Bill.
to see how Jenny Marie
I
Gleason
wonder.
is
He's got the
faring.
Schmeagles, whoever it is.
Phil, it's actually Nick Carbongo's athletic event, getting out of the closet.
To open the closet door on her next try, she
The
will
doom closet.
Next up is the Women Philosophers Taking a Fencing event. Sue Marshall will be trying to improve on her personal best by managing to take offence 6 times to a perfectly innocent remark.
He also said his event, Phil.
Day is a patriarchal structure of time.
That's how
Nice
Phil
is
said
the
AP.
heteroconformity used to keep women as an underclass. Did implies I need to be doing something in order to be making a worthwhile contribution to society. You is a phallocentric division between self and other. Have is a capitalistic consumerist linguistic structure, thus reflecting the dominant paradigm of ownership and economic violence perpetrated against women and ethnic minorities.
That's AP sound most of the
being a
time.
singular indefinite article perpetuates bourgeois notions of individualism.
It said AP wins.
How do you feel? Oh, well, I've been taking offence now for 3 years, 9 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, I just want to take a holiday. What would you do now if somebody came up and called you an ugly dog? Oh, I'd just kiss them. Congratulations.
Bill, your thoughts on the Olympics so far?
I think this is riveting content.
I agree. Anyway, back to our boring content.
Yay.
but laws that the Pope makes that reflect that divine law, such as you need my permission in writing to
Phil,
consecrate
do you
a
want to
bishop,
run the
are
show?
of human origin. And those are always...
I don't even know.
Except
What are we
there are
supposed
many
to be
exceptions.
looking?
You just mentioned
Yeah, what are we supposed to be watching? This?
There's nothing to watch because all of them are Pelican.
Dude, there's tons of SSPX stuff we could watch.
Yeah, but that's like Kennedy all like being a dum dum for 3 minutes.
No, it doesn't have to be Pelican.
Oh wait, I found one from the Pelican.
What do you mean he didn't show up?
Give me a second.
Connecting would be a whole lot easier.
3 minutes of why the SSPX argument is so complex.
And thousands on the subject. I can confidently say that, generally speaking, the conclusion one comes to regarding the society has ultimately little or nothing to do with or historical facts. I say this because, given the varied and complex nature of the situation, lawyers of all stripes can argue different points.
Lawyers of all stripes? What about zebra lawyers?
What was the other line that SETI used? It's like writing. What the hell is that line? We said it in the first Selahcast. It's like, well, what's your review of Jeremiah Bannister's book say? He writes something into poetry or something, Phil?
Only could be. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah,
even
I just remember
pointing
it's
to
on
the
the
same
book.
canons in the Code of Canon Law. Some decry the SSPX as schismatic, and others
I
do not.
decry!
I decry! Deep pride!
In addition, you will find myriad
Is he
statements
decrying?
from saints and popes of the past that will
I'm
either
always
support
decrying.
or detract from an argument in favor of or opposed to.
We look as we see in philosophical blah blah blah. This is SETI Pete here.
The society, even amongst the living hierarchy of the church.
Do you think his pseudonym Chris Jackson wrote this?
I don't know. That was weird,
Deceased opinions vary.
Yeah.
And why do those opinions vary? Well, I can only give you my opinion, which is worth nothing, so take it for what it's worth.
Why do opinions vary? Well, I can only give you my opinion.
It's worth nothing. H, we don't call it corn, we call it maize.
That's right.
Hey, unlock your Fumo power.
The fact is that canon law states clearly in Canon 1387, quote, both the bishop who...
1387, wow. Even I'm not that old. Are you, Evie?
Yeah. 1387.
Dang, that's a long... That's 700 years ago.
Without a pontifical mandate, consecrates a person a bishop, and the one who receives the consecration from him incurre lete sententiae excommunication reserved to the apostolic see, unquote. Now, Canon 1323 states, quote, no one is liable to a penalty who, when violating a law or precept, acted under the compulsion of grave fear, even if only relative or by reason of necessity.
Selah, only under relative fear. Once again,
only if idiot.
Maybe LaFumo Fev was mentally insane.
Yeah, he was afraid of what?
3 Fumos.
What was he afraid of exactly?
Well, we don't know. It's all relative. This is just my opinion.
He was afeared.
As Michael Matt says, I don't have an opinion on this, but I do.
Unless, however, the act is intrinsically evil or tends to be harmful to souls, unquote. Canon 1324 can be used similarly to 1323.
Similarly?
1752
You mean similarly?
No, similarly.
Similarly.
Similarly. Man. That's some John level reading skills. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Come on, Phil, play the audio. It's a mystery.
I don't have the controls.
Excuses.
Canonical equity is to be observed, and the salvation of souls, which must always be the supreme law in the church, is to be kept observed, and the salvation of souls, which must always be the supreme law in the church.
The supreme law? That almost sounds like the selah of the church. Dun, 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 dun.
The supreme selah of the church. Oh. All right. Do we have anyone else talking about this besides Kennedy?
No. Nick Carpunka's already covered.
To be kept before one's eyes, unquote. So we have hard canonical facts to wrestle with. First, the act of consecrating bishops without permission is not, according to canon law, automatically penalized with a charge of schism. Although canon law does have provisions wherein a jurist could decide to apply a charge of schism to said penalty. Second, the code does provide for a case of necessity, clearly so. And we cannot argue that consecrating without permission is intrinsically evil, because the practice of consecrating vis-a-vis permission from Rome has undulated throughout the centuries. If it were intrinsically evil,
vis-a-vis, vis-a-vis, supreme law,
it would never have been permissible. Third, the whole of the code is to be viewed through the interpretive. It has undulated throughout the centuries. If it were intrinsically evil, it would never have been permissible. Third, the whole of the code is to be viewed through the interpretive key of the last canon of the code. Salus animarum suprema lex. Salvation of souls is the highest law of the church. Therefore, what one thinks about the SSPX, in a sense, is in the eye of the beholder. And because of this, arguing someone into a different opinion is almost impossible, because it comes down to a personal decision to view the crisis in the church as grave enough to warrant the application of necessity to the case of the SSPX. Necessity as such, as it applies to the situation, is not defined, because it really can't be. And we cannot expect the authorities.
That's amore. Ooh, we have more content to look at.
Oh,
we have Anthony Stein, but that's 51 minutes.
Oh, let's do the Anthony. Come on. At least he's different. We can just jump.
Show your daughter how much you love her with this beautiful gift. It says,
I hear you crying again.
Never forget that I love you forever.
Crying.
I hope that you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember whose daughter you are and straighten your crown. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know.
This is a Pelican ad.
I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine. This beautiful message says it all. Supplies are very limited this year, so make sure you get one for your daughter today. Click shop now below.
And it'll be your fault. Don't worry. You'll outlive it.
Whoa! That was terrifying. Yes, Phil, I can't hear you quite yet. There's a storm going on.
This is the best part of the show.
Welcome to the show.
It is First Friday, so if you are keeping your mind First Friday's devotion.
Brian McCall. Well, what's that about, Miss Happy Pride? I wanted to look at him.
You mean
he's
Brian?
like me.
You mean Brian McCall? McCall. Today's our
Oh,
brother's
him? Oh, him.
And your reminder, today's Friday. Tomorrow's first Saturday.
Today is Friday. No!
Reminder, today's Friday.
Selah,
Tomorrow's first.
check it out. He doesn't actually have this on top of his head anymore. Yeah, we get the joke, John. You've only done it 700 times. Now slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down and do it. Come on.
Okay. Here you go, John. Come on. Play it slow.
First, if you're keeping your 5 First Saturdays devotion, or if you would like to start it, keep that in mind for your calendar.
It's Friday again, and Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, and Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, and Saturday, Sunday, what? Thank you, Miss Happy Frog. That's amore.
Now, the SSPX have spoken up again. Father David Haliriani spoke up.
Father David!
In an interview given actually on the day that he made his homily where he announced the consecration of bishops, but it was published yesterday by the SSPX's news website. And we're going to go over that in some detail.
Ooh, SAPX! I heard they're just a bunch of illegals. Your thoughts, Miss Happy Pratt?
No! What's behind him? Does anybody know?
Look, the silver button's still over Our Lady, and now there's a crucifix, though. Ooh, Mamma Mia! Mamma Mia, Miss Happy Pratt. Detective Goichi is now Italian. Mamma Mia! Spaghetti meatball.
There we go. More.
He gives the reasoning for the consecrations. And it's a very spicy interview.
Pizza pie!
Because he
Casey's
does not
pizza
hold
pie!
back. He goes over the errors of Francis and that are being continued under Leo. And as a consequence of these things, he is, well, going to lay out the real case against these things. Now, the problem is, though, as one...
Ooh, a problem? That sounds almost like a mystery! It's a mystery! Miss Happy Prop, what do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know! What could it
Think
be?
your favorite soap opera, and then think about it that way. Miss Happy Prop, I know you love romance novels.
I like the romance novel Pokemon! You gotta, them all!
Oh, that's interesting. Really deep. Anyway, back to our time.
Blogger notes that there's a kind of a disconnect with all this, too. And we're going to go over that disconnect.
See, a disconnect. Wow.
So, but first, let's give a context.
Oh boy, Anthony Stein's just getting in his own way. And first, we're gonna cover this, but actually, let's do some background context. And before we do some context, let's do the advertisement. And before the advertisement, we have to do our pre-run advertisement.
So, as an example of how you can tell there is a crisis in the church, and it comes from and is fed into by the very top of the church.
Ooh, the proclamation podcast of the word of becomes ineffective if it loses contact with reality, with human hopes and songs, and if it uses incomprehensible, uncommunicative, or anarchist language in every age. The proclamation podcast is called to propose the music of terrible bands in a language capable of taking flesh in history and reaching hearts.
I have an advertiser too. Can I
give us
present
an
a
advertisement.
screen?
Yes. Well, you can always present the screen. Here we go. Let me remove mine.
Oh, my tattoos!
Wow, my beautiful bride! Wow.
I saw
Wow.
man.
Wait a second.
Ooh,
Censor.
We need a censor bar. Censor bar.
Wait a
It's
second.
gonna be censor. We can't show it.
Done, Phil
Censor the tattooed hand. Censor. That's scandalous. To censor the hand.
Remove John. Okay, Phil, you can talk now.
Did he find her in the doom closet?
Get out of the doom closet, guys. Come on. Oh, man.
Someone
Thank you
said
for
that
the
to me.
Posted to the Pope Leo XIV X account. Yep, posted 2
Gambit
days ago.
romance. You like those?
The proclamation of the Word of God becomes ineffective if it loses contact
Hey, I
with
didn't
reality,
say it this time. You
with
can't
human
even be
hopes
mad,
and
Miss Happy
sufferings,
Brat.
and if it uses
all
incomprehensible,
candlesticks.
uncommunicative, and anachronistic
Bellelismo,
language.
Miss Happy.
In every age, the church is called to
Bellelismo,
propose
Miss
anew the
Happy
Word of
Brat.
God in a language capable of taking flesh and history and reaching hearts. Said this at his general audience.
Yes,
with a
Miss
link to
Happy
it.
Brat. You're looking up.
As somebody points out here, the Catholic Esquire, who
Doom closet.
blogger
Alright,
and
give me a second.
podcaster.
204.
He
Selah. I have to read it. Read it with the thunder strikes. Doom closet. Doom closet. Doom closet. Yes, Miss Happy Brat. You look like you're doing okay there, Miss Happy Brat.
Forever can be relied on as a faithful translation. How can a Catholic even ponder the idea that Holy Scriptures can become ineffective and divorced from reality?
Ooh.
And some will say, well, no, what Pope Leo is really saying is this, and others will say, well, what Pope Leo is saying is that, and you begin to get the idea. Part of the modern problem in the church is ambiguity. And the answer.
Ooh, that's very ambiguous. Anthony Stein's language there. How ambiguous.
Oh, is my husband driving off with that other woman? It's so ambiguous what he is doing.
Yeah, it's ambigamy. It's ambigamy what he's doing. Ambigamy. So ambiguous.
It only serves to fuel the ecumenical tendencies of Rome.
The ecumenical.
Denying the gospel. Again,
it's
a hard take for
tantamount.
somebody here.
Ooh, so hard take. Oh yeah, so hard, Anthony Stein.
And I'm going to introduce this interview by going here first to John Henry Weston.
Oh
boy! He had a
boy!
video on his own channel last night.
By the
about
way,
the
Sadie
Florida
Pecan is going to
Convention,
cut
but
this
he
whole
said-
episode up too.
He reports
Thank
that it was
you.
the Vatican that asked the SSPX for the meeting, not the other way.
Wow, it's almost like John was right.
This is how you protect your house and family from dangerous intruders.
Ooh.
This new
All of a
subscription-free
sudden, it
meal.
still got interesting.
It's worth reminding ourselves that what he kind of left out there. And I'm not saying
True.
that he is wrong. It's just the context of what he means is important. As one other person pointed out,
Ooh. Ooh. Oh yes, the SSPX isn't totally like, please, Rome, give us bishops, please. Please, I'm bishop away. I love Vatican, so I want to be just like the fraternity, bro. Yes.
This
Yes.
got how many views? 128 million views?
By the way, look at Anthony Stein. Follows you, follow back. What a jerk.
Oh, what a monkey brain.
He doesn't follow back. Retard, and never heard of the mute button.
No, but look at this.
I'll repeat
Look at this. He got a comment that gets like less views than what Sadie Picante gets, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is what the people are saying. Yeah,
Also,
this person is so outraged."
It's a Casey's reference.
Hey, I'm a people.
That's true.
Wait.
You're an Evie.
Can we have the Evie people a take?
Evie people.
I'm the people.
You're not a person. You're just
I'm
an
the
Evie
people.
person.
That's
No.
a good take. I agree with you.
4 and 120 Selahs ago.
here, they asked the SSPX twice starting in August of last year.
Selah, the gaslighting is amazing.
It was only after they made their public announcement of the intention to consecrate bishops that we got the Vatican suddenly scrambling to ask for a meeting.
Oh, wow, you mean Rome is actually going to give them permission, and this is a psyop, Miss Happy Brat?
Is Rome really scrambling?
Yeah, I don't buy that. For some reason, I think Mike Carrot has been vindicated that this is one gay massive psyop. The SSPX is pretending to be based again, even though they're cringe.
I was gonna say, is this intention an elect intention? Because they're not actually doing it. They're doing it in the future. They're like, I'm betrothing myself to my future plans.
Oh, where does this stand in the canon law? Is it unculated? What did Kennedy say? Undulated? Undulation or whatever the word was. I have no idea what it means. Unjudicated.
Yeah, unjudicated.
Yeah, adjudicated. He's like, unjudicated the moral law. It's like, wow, Kennedy,
So it was
big
after
words.
the February 2nd.
I'm photosynthesizing the theory.
Announcement that the Vatican asked for the meeting. And if you're looking for a sign, any sign that the Vatican is not viewing this as schism, I will give that to you here. And this comes from one of the...
By the way, Anthony's been getting a bigger chin as of recent, if anybody hasn't noticed.
And also, his cheeks are getting larger, haven't you noticed?
He looks like Ethan Rao.
He looks like a chipmunk or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know how chipmunk makes sounds?
No, I don't.
You retarded! Someone kicked John off the stream! He's
No,
running!
I have a chipmunk on my shoulder. That's what Anthony has.
Where the chipmunks?
Chipmunk off the block.
Figures in the Catholic media that is in the Holy See press pool, who's
He's
been
starting to look
good
like
connections,
Rob.
and kind of becoming a bit of a star in the in light of this story and a few others.
Ooh, Niwa Limbu.
Niwa Limbu posted this to their X account. Again, Mr. Limbu is a journalist credited in the Holy See press office.
I am not involved in the dialogue with SSPX. It is in the responsibility of the dicastery for the Doctor of Faith. Is that blah 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 blah? Oh, Cardinal Fernandez handling the negotiations with the SSPX.
I think this is true.
That's super gay.
Clarifying some recent reports on the SSPX Vatican talks.
Getting higher and higher.
Selah?
Why do we have the stupid music on? I hate this show. Why am I on this show?
Hey, Miss Atbar, you know what I love? It's that the SSPX is like, we won't dialogue with JP2. Oh, Cardinal Tucho Fernandez, writer of erotic theology. Yes! Give us bishops! Give us bishops!
Okay, where's the punchline?
I don't know. The fact that he's a smoocher.
Oh,
I want the kiss.
they were trying to smooch up to Smoochy Fernandez to get the
they're kissing, literal butt kissing to a fag.
So then they're going to get the bishops. Well,
Yeah,
that's a
kissing up
Can we
to
make a
Smooch
bet on
Fernandez.
this? Can we make a bet on this? This sounds like the easiest bet in the world.
No, I was about to say, I bet that the SSPX will get Rome's permission for the bishops, and this is just one massive psyop, and everybody's a moron, and we'll claim that when they get permission, oh, but look, the SSPX totally would have done it without permission. So it's okay. What's Phil's take on the matter?
What's going on?
Exactly. Great take.
Cardinal Coke,
I think
prefect of
Phil's
the
genuinely
dicastery.
confused because this show makes
Hey guys, hey Miss Happy Pot, are you a Cardinal Coke fan or a Cardinal Pepsi fan?
I thought it was
Cola.
What?
Cardinal
RC
Coke or
Cola.
Cardinal Pepsi? Oh, you're one of those Royal Crown Anglicans.
That's right. I live in Canada.
Well, look it. Mercedes P makes up a fake story and it's funny.
Hey, I came up with the Coke and Pepsi joke, and you laughed at it, Miss Happy Frog.
Really, everyone's used that joke forever. Ever since
Wait,
there
why
was
think
a
it's a
joke.
lot? I just came up with that myself. That was completely original.
Hey, I'm gonna come up with the joke. I just flew in from Boston, and boy, do my arms hurt.
Cardinal Coke versus Stephen Cox. Who you siding with?
I just hurt my arms, so I flew in from Boston.
Promoting Christian unity, has told him that, quote, I am not involved in the dialogue with the SSPX. It is in the responsibility of the
John already
dicastery
read this.
for the meeting. Fernandez handling the dicastery first by the dicastery for the doctrine of the faith is the one doing this, and not the prefect for the dicastery of Christian unity, which is the ecumenical dicastery.
Oh, look, guys, the SSPX isn't. This is Novus Ordo and not Protestant. Wow.
It means that they are viewing this as an in-house problem. It doesn't mean that they think they are taking this necessarily as an act of schism. The other reason is that the Vatican is recognizing that the core problem between the SSPX and the Vatican is not merely liturgy. All those saying that the SSPX are in schism.
Oh, my bad. Let's fix the layout.
They recognize this is a doctrine problem, and you're going to see.
Even as the name tag said it.
He emphasized this himself. It is a positive sign that they are taking this as an in-house problem. But the Catholic Esquire would be remiss.
This is so much better, Anthony.
Actually, if I were to miss this, asks on X, why not Sister Brambilla, the
Full
prefect
screen
of the
solo layout for
Institutes of
Anthony?
Consecrated Life
No, he
Societies?
goes, the
Because
Catholic
even though
Esquire
this
would
is
be
the
remiss if I were to remiss.
He said knowingly.
What is he talking about?
Ooh.
Why would the Catholic Esquire be remiss if he would miss something?
I mean, this is the biggest gaslighting ever. The SSPX is secretly based. They weren't the ones trying to get dialogue with Rome. It's Rome reaching out to them, guys. It's all part of the grand master plan of known modernist Bishop Fillet, who's secretly based, even though everybody called him gay in 2013. Miss Happy Prod, are you following along?
No! I'm playing video games on the other screen!
Cardinal
the Esquire's gay! The Esquire's
gay! Ding, 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 cat cans. Ding, 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 ding.
Doctrinal, and Brambilla is not.
Hey, I'm the happy Catholic Esquire. If you don't agree with me on everything, you're an asshole. Wow, my content is so riveting. Wow,
that wasn't a very accurate impression. I should have been like,
"Oh, if you don't agree with me."
If you don't say Vatican II is a disaster, but it is
that's a great impression. Keep going.
Then you're like an asshole, okay? I'll block you and mute you.
Hey, Lon, you sound like Matt Gaspers now. That's more Matt Gaspers or Matt Joseph. Mix them up.
I make Italian food and work for the feds. You a bad pope.
Hey, don't forget
I
his
love
interview with the pro-life. Hey, don't forget his pro-life woman interview.
Rose. Who's that one guy he's always talking about?
Who is the girl he interviewed?
Who?
That's what I want to remember. No. Matthew Joseph had that one pro-life woman on. That AP, you got to remember, right? Remember when he lusted after the one girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great point. That's such a great point.
And I was like, oh, I've got a little pushback for you. Maybe you guys aren't actually getting things done with the pro-life movement.
Well, you know.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, I like your pink dress. You should try blue. That's my little pushback. That's the most pushback
You're making this guy sound like a real asshole.
What? John would never do that. Only I get to call John an asshole. Matthew Joseph is on our team. He can't be an asshole. If he's on the team, how dare we insult him for being a sociopathic
Excuse me, we gotta
asshole?
remove Boomer from the stream. This is a friendly stream for Imburrito, and therefore, now we love Matthew, and he's the best ever. Oh, yes, okay. All right, I just gotta need to clip that.
Thank you for the $100 bill. And Burrito is so right. We love Matthew Joseph. He's totally not condescending and a sociopath like every single federal agent ever. We can't distrust him. He's totally not a fed, guys.
And
Anyway,
his excessive
$100.
love of fascists and a pedophile defender, guys. You know, and a fascist. He's like based or something, yeah. That's really based. We're getting like money for this, right?
Yes, Cox paid us money for this. Big Cox money.
Tuco is the tradition hitman. So if you're not familiar, Sister Brambilla is the prefectress of the dicastery for the Institutes of Consecrated Life and Society.
This is so funny,
Yes, she
Anthony.
is a nun who gives orders to priests.
Sir, we knew Ratzinger, and you, sir, are no Ratzinger.
Church,
now that's a Ratzinger.
it goes against nature to do that, but they're not putting her
I'm
in
going to
charge.
kill myself now.
Probably, I
Don't worry.
suspect, at least for a little reason, that Father Paleriani might not even show up. I mean, it would be
I haven't been able to go to the chapel. I'm like SETP now.
Now, the
no
interview
car.
here that I'm going to show you was sort of endorsed by Diana O'Connor. She was the one who made one of the ones who made this really available because a lot of people don't check this as the news.
I was
devastated,
folks, in my duty.
Taylor, Miss Happy Pratt, how dare you insult my husband, John, like that? John accepts full responsibility for being an idiot, and only I get to insult him.
Adjudicator, a yordle. Wait, that's not what that one
That's
is.
very undulated of you. Unjugulation or whatever he said.
What's the character underneath me? Evie.
Evie.
Adjudicator Evie, you must decide. Oy vey.
Moshi.
There you go. She goes over the key points, but I'm not going to go over that. I'm actually going to go over the interview in some detail because
she's going to go over the key points. Anthony Stein, will instead summarize a much longer form of the article so that I can get my clicks for 20 minutes.
this deserves more attention than it's been getting. So let's go over this.
Ooh.
Posted on the 5th.
I kind of just want to read this myself instead because I think we can read it a lot faster than Anthony Stein.
No, Selah. You're gonna do the lightning joke again 25 times.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm literally not. No, I'm not.
I know you.
No, we're reading this, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm being serious.
Is he?
This doesn't sound key at all. This was not a decision that we could take without concretely manifesting our recognition of authority of the Holy Father. Ooh, that sounds so Lefebvrean.
Why don't you just read the first word of every paragraph? Maybe it would make a sentence.
Last summer, blah blah blah, request an audience, blah 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 blah. But then, if you have not yet received this approval, why do you nevertheless consider it necessary to pursue the Episcopal consecrations?
This is the bit that John has been working on, by the way. It's gone really good. He's not muttering the whole time. He spent 3 weeks and sending me tons of texts.
Hey, I'm skimming this.
This bit is going to be better than the Cox News bit, which ZDP needs to record.
Ooh! We're reading it right now. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, number 10. Ooh! 11. Whoa! Number 12. Number 13. And number 14. Okay. Scroll. Number 15.
blah 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 blah. Number 16. Anyway, we're done reading. Now back to Anthony Stein. I'm so glad we skimmed that for you guys. Anyway, Miss Happy, I thought I should do something. Because you brought this upon yourself.
Phil, take another shot, please! Help!
It's not.
Not involved.
Anyway, back to the video.
The doctor. Sister
He
of
doesn't even
Ranbir.
know where he is. He didn't even look to know what to do.
I did. 6:54. It's literally 6:54. Okay.
On the 5th
Here,
of
we're
February
back.
yesterday to the SSPX News website is the
Happy,
interview
Miss
with the
Happy
Superior
Paul.
General of the Priestly Society of St. Pius X. That is Father David Paleriani. He is the one who will be meeting with Cardinal Tuco Fernandez. Pray for that meeting. Maybe pray
That it
that Fernandez
happens, or
an
that it
interior
goes
conversion
well.
to the Catholic faith away
That
from
it
whatever
goes
it is
well.
he believes
We
in.
have to talk to a
With this
gay
encounter with
known
the
gay
SSPX
faggot
priest,
cardinal.
And you might be bothered by that statement, but the core of what you're going to hear from Father Paleriani is that this isn't a religion.
Well, my favorite part about Father David Pagliani was when he said, "Y'all need to take the COVID vaccine. You'll have to take the COVID vaccine. There's no problem with it, guys." And remember, guys, to whitewash history and completely pretend like Pagliani is not a compromised person who left the SEDE group and became SSPX. Let's all cover up the fact Pagliani was part of the IMBC, or the Institute of the Mater Boni Consoli, and then became SSPX and was super flip-floppy during the 80s, as Father Cicada said.
Wait.
Forget that.
Selah! Can you repeat all of that with the conspiracy music?
Yes. Give me a second. Oh, thank you. Father David Pagliani, who is a total trustable SSPXer who is not running PSYOPs, used to be a member of the Institute Mater Boni Consoli, a SEDE probationist group during the 1980s. He joined the SSPX in the 1990s and is totally not obsessed about getting the SSPX into full communion. He also worked tightly with Cardinal Bergoglio when he was in Argentina and kept the SSPX within almost ordinary jurisdiction in South America. He's totally not compromised at all. And let's all pretend like he never ever shielded the COVID vax and pretty much threw SSPX laity under the bus, even though his own priests in New York were protesting the vaccine and had to side with rabbis. Meanwhile, SSPX superiors are like, "Oh, guys, I'm at the Angelus press conference. Make sure you take the fetal death vaccine." Because, throwing SSPX priests under the bus who are doing lawsuits against the New York State and are going to win is totally okay. I mean, the fact that the SSPX priest at the St. Anthony of Padua almost was going to join the resistance over this totally wasn't happening. We love David Pagliani, not compromised at all, and totally not a flip-floppy dum-dum who we totally need to trust. I mean, come on. I mean, Miss Happy Trot. Anyway, that's your conspiracy. You're welcome. I mean, we can trust this man to run the SSPX. He's totally trad.
Yes?
Yes. Thank you for sleeping. Are you on? Which side are you on? Tell me. Are you on?
Whoa!
Wow.
We're fine against SSPX!
I'm being SSPX.
We'll fight against that guy up there!
Yeah, which side are we on? Which side are you on? Tell me.
Wait a second. Oops. Sorry. That song would be better if we were like this. No. This one. Which side are you on? Which side
are you on? Which side are you on?
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Mamma mia!
Are you on the Mamma Mia side? Are you on the
back to our MK Ultra Anthony Stein?
Do you like a Mother Teresa?
Selahcast.
Let's go Selahcast.
Do you like a Mother Teresa?
New England Picante.
Linguisa.
Wait a second. Phil is a Bostonian. He probably cheers for the Pelican idiots.
Who's
the New England Pelican idiots?
Oh, the Patriots?
Yeah, the Pelican idiots.
I guess. I don't know. They're a hometown team, right? Well, they're New England. Yeah. All in New England.
Yeah.
But they haven't.
You're in Canada, though.
And that's why.
Yeah, but I live in Canada.
That's right.
First question is, you have publicly announced your intention to proceed with Episcopal consecrations for the SSPX on the 4th of July. Why did you choose to make this announcement?
I'm more a poople
today on the 2nd of February. Let's get this larger on the screen so you can see it. Here is his response. The feast.
I'm against consecrations.
Let's hear the response.
To the purification of the Most Blessed Virgin is of great significance within the society. It is the day on which candidates for the priesthood in the SSPX receive the cassock. The presentation of our Lord in the temple, which we celebrate today, reminds them that the key of their formation
this
and
has nothing to do with the content.
lies
well, yes,
in
it's a good read. It
which passes through the hands of Mary. It is an important Marian feast because in announcing a sword of sorrow to Our Lady, Simeon,
aren't all Marian feasts important?
Clearly shows.
Yeah, I just don't get why you read this, since this answer has nothing to do with what he's covering. He's just reading it.
Her role as co-redemptrix along her divine son. To intervene here, yes, the co-redemptrix.
Well, you did the same thing.
Is rooted in.
When do we get paid?
Every defense of it cites Simeon's dialogue to Our Lady.
Oh.
We see her associated with our Lord from the very beginning of his earthly life until the consummation of his sacrifice.
There's nothing to do with the content.
Responses. The announcement has been a persistent rumor in recent months, especially since the death of Bishop Tissier de Malloret in October 2024. Why did you wait till now? The response. Like Archbishop Lefebvre in his time, the society has always been anxious not to proceed, but follow providence, allowing itself to be guided by...
Yeah.
Since Archbishop Lefebvre, the society's always been anxious to proceed.
Oh, which by the way, hot takes. Davida Pagliani wouldn't even know Lefebvre.
Didn't he say not to proceed, or did he say to proceed?
Oh, to not proceed. No, the society's done nothing.
Money. What does this say? Lock your Fumo? What? Oh, unlock your Fumo power. Okay, yeah.
Its indications. A decision of such importance cannot be taken lightly or in haste, meaning they're not.
Hey, where's Meow Rissa? I want to hear her take on this.
In particular, since this decision clearly concerns the supreme authority of the church, it was deemed
I think she'd be like, meow, 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 meow.
Which we did, and wait for a response. This was not a decision that we could take without concretely manifesting our recognition of the authority of the Holy Father. So, for those of you who say that they are rejecting the authority of the Holy Father, they explicitly say here,
this is the best part, Selah.
That's why they want to.
Native Picante is going to do 10 minutes. Hey, because I recognize that Phil is from Canada, you can't tell me that I deny that Phil's from Canada.
Hey, $100 from Candlesticks on the topic of Meow Rissa talking? Yes. Oh, $300 from Cat Cans. Me 3. Candlesticks, $580. Meow Rissa. Are you gonna do it? Or are you like Rob?
Well, I don't do things that people
Happy
say in the
Rob.
chat. Are you stupid? You know what you do to people who don't pay you in the chat? You don't do what they say, idiot.
I'm saying they did pay you.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did 180 bucks.
No, they didn't. Where's the money?
Candlestick.
Let me go to my super tips. They know the super tips. They want to spend.
No, what the heck is this? How the mighty have fallen.
How the mighty got rich.
Yeah.
Okay, Phil, act really sad towards that AP, so then he reads all your comments tomorrow.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm not doing a stream tomorrow. I'm just editing. Oh, look at nothing to see here. Oh, no.
What will I do?
Oh, we'll skip over that. I read that. I was like,
Proceed without Episcopal consecrations. And this is where it starts to get pretty spicy. And some of this will have to be a little careful.
This
we
is
talked about this
Might be a Super Bowl, but to each his own. I don't judge here.
Well, what's your take on Meow Rizza? Yeah, good point.
Supremacy of the Protestants.
Here is his response. This consecration is an extreme means, proportionate to a real and lifelike.
Excuse me, I'm being directed questions. Oh, a good friend of the show has given us lots of money before. Oh, what's my take on the trash discussion? I think that Stephen Cox is purposely putting people out there to look stupid so he looks smart and gains more followers and subscriptions, and we're completely behind it, and we're paying him money even as we speak to keep doing it. Yes, that is our take.
A fistful of dollars, a pissicle of consecration. Oh no.
Indeed, the mere existence of a necessity for the good of souls does not mean
the Novus Ordo is for the mere good of souls. That's why we need a new rite, because of the good of souls is the thing for the faith, and we don't need a pope to judge that. We judge that. I totally didn't steal this argument from ZAP yesterday when he said he was going to do this on his show by showing that the 1993 Code of Canon Law also is the best argument against the SSPX.
83, you
that
retard.
In order to respond to it, any initiative
82
whatsoever is automatically judged.
Yesterday, you retard. I was confused. You said 1993. I remember this because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 83, but ZAP's better.
The best argument against the 88 event is what happened 5 years later.
Oh!
Yeah, you forgot about the 1978 consecration.
In our case, for a long period of waiting, observation, and prayer, it seems that the objective state of grave necessity in which the souls, the society, sometimes the
objective
and the
state
church
of
find themselves today calls for such a decision.
Grave necessity.
With the legacy left to us by Pope Francis, the fundamental reasons that justify the consecration.
I'm so glad they can judge it objectively, unlike the Pope, where we can't judge that objectively. That is not within our authority. But we objectively say there's a grave necessity of souls. Yes.
Celebrations in 1988 still exist,
stupid.
and in many respects impel us with renewed urgency.
I like to have
the
these
Second
Steins
Vatican
read this
Council
like it's
remains
amazing.
more than ever the compass guiding today's churchmen, and they are unlikely to change course in the near future.
I need to add a banner. Fat moron
Major
says
orientations already taking shape in this new pontificate, particularly through the most recent consistory, only confirm this. An explicit determination to preserve the line of Pope Francis as an irreversible trajectory for the entire church is discernible. So we quote here. So again, what he is saying is that the reason they're doing this is at the consistory and through Pope Leo's own word,
my bad.
trajectory
I'm
of the papacy.
Give me a sec there. Yes. Oh, what is that?
The more you know, drop. Come on.
Oh.
So, like, he ends a sentence, you stop and you go.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
That's pretty
good
good there, mister.
That was pretty good. I love it. Thank you. Dun, dun, dun. That moron reads stuff. Breaking news.
Was it the Santa Picante
started
show?
under Pope Francis is going forward and is not going to stop. Yes, Leo
Depends
is
on your interpretation of
doctrine
fat.
and theology. That is why they must continue.
Fat people just have a grave necessity to overeat objectively. And you can't judge them.
It's a church in grave peril. It is sad to acknowledge, but it is a fact that in an ordinary parish, the faithful no longer find the means necessary to ensure their eternal salvation. There is a spicy take right there.
Oh, but that's literally a blasphemous take.
Wait,
the
hey,
church.
That's a spicy meatball.
Ah, you were right.
Play the drop. Play the drop.
Oh, give me a second. Where is it?
The last one that says the more you know.
So I have to scroll up.
Well, that's a great
spicy.
meatball.
That's a spicy meatball.
No, we're overusing it. No, stop it!
I'm sorry, my computer's freezing. I'm sorry, my computer's buggy.
Why does he say
Make sure
that?
it's not your brain.
Missing in
Well, that too, but you know, that's not the.
He's
That's not the key.
still reading this. Why is he?
Yeah. He's like, this is a spicy take that blaspheming the faith we claim to be in communion with can't save your soul. Wow. Our Lord's Church can't save your soul anymore. That's totally a valid Catholic statement. You're allowed to say.
There are both the integral preaching of Catholic truth and morality and the worthy administration of the sacraments as the Church has always done. He's not saying that the sacraments at your typical parish are invalid. He's saying they're not offered.
Yes, he basically is.
Yes, he is.
Because the sacraments are meant to ensure your eternal salvation. Otherwise, they don't have a purpose.
He's
like
not
they
saying...
are objective signs. Their sacraments are a objective sign of like how to get grace or get a thing.
He's not saying that it's going to lead you to hell. It's just going to lead you to hell.
Yeah. It won't lead you. He's not saying it won't lead you. He's not saying it will lead you to hell. He's saying it won't lead you to heaven or purgatory. Take that as you will. What? That's the most stupid thing ever. It's applause. Thank you, Phil.
Sorry.
Equals spicy. No, that was good. Me and Phil got a bit too
worthily. How? When Catholic morality is not taught, people are making invalid confessions.
Which means it's no longer a Catholic church.
It's meaning. No. I'll say it if the con just died when you hear this. Replay. I need this heard again.
How? When Catholic morality is not taught, people are making invalid confessions.
Selah?
That's what he means.
No, that's not what that means at all. Hey, bless me, Father, for I didn't sin. Ayo! Like, what? What's going on here? Hey, you didn't tell me abortion was wrong. Guess what? I ain't guilty of it. Sorry.
Sorry, I was getting a drink of water. Okay, I'm back.
Local parish are invalid. He's saying they're not offered worthily.
They're not offered worthily by the alleged Church of Christ that we're in full communion with.
Yeah, remember everybody, Kennedy Hall is in full communion with every single bad thing these other people do.
That's right. We are in full total communion with James Martin. Who are we to judge our own church? Except when we do.
How? When Catholic morality is not taught, people are making invalid confessions. That's what he means.
Which means they're not Catholic.
This
guys, you don't understand us Anglicans. We just understand that our church objectively teaches against the faith, but it's still totally valid, bro.
Deprivation is what constitutes the state of necessity. In this critical context, our bishops are growing older, and as the apostolate continues to expand, they are no longer sufficient to meet the demands of the faithful worldwide.
Okay, just use Novus Ordo bishops. What's the big deal?
Because the regular diocesan parishes and oftentimes cannot be trusted to preach the true faith and to preach the truth.
Actually, you can't even preach you can't even trust the SSPX to teach the true faith, it sounds like. canonizations aren't infallible. Even if the Pope was a literal maggot, he'd still be the Pope, as the SSPX has said in literal talks.
Why, have you seen the maggots I keep? I put a little hat on it and say, hello, Mr. Maggot. And he's like, oh, Cumax Apostolatus Officio is still in effect. Wow!
Said AP, Miss Happy Prot, you're una cum maggot?
Well, that was literally what he said. That was the worst part. Like, he gives his talk, and at the end, he's like, when he talks about Sedefacante, he's like, even if the Pope were a literal maggot and blasphemer, it's like, what?
Oh, this sounds
you
like
still
a good
have to
show for
obey
next
him.
week.
Yeah,
No, you
it's
should.
a little stupidity.
We should have John hates the SSPX but attends them.
Wait.
Yeah,
guys.
Episode 1 for next
I mean, I'm being
week.
serious, guys. Listen, do you think you need to be a human to be Pope?
No!
Because I don't think so. I think there's many non-humans that were popes. That's my personal opinion.
Alien Pope. Alien Pope.
Oh, I was going with chicken puffs.
We have to stay in communion with them, even if they excommunicate us, because the excommunications aren't valid. And even the sacraments are questionable. And, they literally murder us? Well, that's not valid either.
Some of them were
I'm not done with my joke! Gosh darn it.
If a cat can be a mayor.
Okay, I'll go with my joke.
Some of them are literally Satanists.
They're still my Pope.
And the last one was, he was Jorge Mario Buckolio. Sorry.
That's for your chicken. You know that.
That's a good one.
That was the joke I
Buckolio. And he's a Protestant.
Oh, man.
Leading to people making invalid
Why do you think his name was Rat Zinger?
confessions and committing sacrilegious Holy Communion. That is a state.
Why do you
grave
think his name was
necessity.
Booger
Funny
Nini?
fact, by the way.
Oh.
How does that one work?
Well, we've already had a woman as a cardinal thing, Cardinal Sarah. Right? She's like a strong black woman or something. I forget.
I had to say it.
That most Catholics who go to Mass on a regular basis do not believe what the Church teaches on the real presence is by itself justification
Monique
for the claim
Davis
of a
reporting
grave crisis.
Selah. So if all the people don't believe that there aren't aliens on Mars, therefore that's justification. Yay!
So true.
For the new Martian rite of the Mass.
That's right. Which we have total recognition of the authority, but we resist it. No, like, SSBX has to be the dumbest argument the longer this goes on.
I know. Why do you think Sedefacante, who was trying to avoid this issue, was like, I can't look away. I can't. I was not watching anything for 3 days, and I couldn't look away.
It legit sounds... Remember, Nick Carbongo says this wasn't being covered.
Yeah, he said no one's going to cover this.
Yeah, no one.
And then you look at his history. His screen history is like Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles. It's like Joe Walsh. Oh, no one's covering the SSPX. Oh, it's like.
Now, then he is asked the logical
question. You don't know where to look, retard.
In what way do you believe that last month's consistory confirms the direction taken by Pope Francis? His response. Cardinal Fernandez, speaking in the name of Pope Leo, invited the Church to return to Pope Francis's fundamental intuition expressed in his Evangelii Gaudium. Put simply, he believes that the gospel should be proclaimed by reducing it to a primitive and essential expression, a series of concise and striking formulas, the kerygma in quotes.
Oh, the kerygma!
Eliciting and
kerygma sounds like crema. Come here, eat cream on this apple pie. What?
what? What did I miss? What did I miss?
You always miss everything, John.
What did I miss? How far do I have to go back?
You guys used to stop in the name of Leo before I spank your ass.
Who said that?
That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry.
Thinking,
Don't make me jokes
He or
anymore.
she is invoking the heresy of modernism.
Thinking all
An immediate
over.
encounter with Christ.
Don't
Everything
make
else
no
should be set
bishops
aside,
now,
however precious it may be.
I'm gonna report this class. Cast, shut up, John. Shut it. No, the SSPX is like, thank you, Tommy Rom. But we recognize and resist.
But we like you, but we resist it. We're spiritually tsundere.
You know, Leo is the worst.
Anxiety.
You know, Leo is the worst nightmare for Sades.
Go on.
No, just saying stuff Anthony said already. Like you can't be a
Yeah,
human being.
he's such a retard. Like he has not changed in 4 years. Like,
Come on, man.
he has not changed in 4 years. He's the biggest sellout of all time. Because he knows better. Just watch his old content, how he talks about sedes, and then notice he's become increasingly gay over the years. And like telling people, keep focusing on the crisis.
In concrete terms, all that is tradition is considered as accessory and secondary.
The
It is
passion
this method of the
explains
new
it.
evangelization.
We are in passion.
We're committing passionate love.
But the chlamydia given to me by the passionate love with the Vatican II
And he goes,
religion.
Oh, Pope Francis, ban this Latin mass. We don't. Yes.
He's like, so like we're seeing what the church is doing. We're like, hey, it doesn't make sense. You know, none of this makes sense. None of it makes sense. But you know, that's the way the passion is.
That's what I tell my wife. I tell my wife, hey, I had to buy a boat. You don't know why I had to buy a boat, but I had to buy a boat. It doesn't make sense to you now. But you know, in the future, that's what buying a boat's all about.
I'm going through the passion. I'm going through the passion of our marriage right now.
The passion of my tooth.
That has produced the doctrinal emptiness characteristic of Pope Francis's pontificate and is keenly felt by many in the church. In a similar vein, one must provide new and relevant answers to the emerging questions of our time. But according to Cardinal Hernandez, this is to be done through synodal reform, rather than by rediscovering the classical and ever valid answers provided by the tradition of the church. It is by these means, in a breath of the spirit of the synodal reform, that Pope Francis has been able to impose catastrophic decisions upon the whole church.
Oh, and that's because he's the Pope. He's the Pope, though, guys.
Church,
Come on.
such as authorizing Holy Communion for the divorces.
Macaw? What did he say?
Macabre.
What was his name? Macaw?
Yeah, Macaw.
He was like saying something like, "You can't change. The church can't change divine law. Think of like the holy day of
Yeah, even though the church changed it from a Saturday to Sunday.
It's like, what are you talking about?
They literally did.
Yeah,
He's remarried.
He's a Seventh-day Adventist, didn't you know, Phil?
Oh, I forgot.
Or the blessing of James Martin type.
He only goes to the
so
Saturday
far,
Vigil
notice he
Mass.
hasn't mentioned the Novus Ordo Mass. He will get there, though. In summary, through the charisma, in quotes.
What the heck is the charisma?
That's when you don't really you don't
Hey,
have a lot of appeal. 'cause
I
you
know,
don't got a lot of
I'm an alpha. I'm Gen Alpha, so I'll explain it. It's no longer a Sigma male, it's a charisma male.
Oh, I've got a good one.
Just reaching out to the kids.
I've got a good one. You know how there's Feely and Keely, the dwarven brothers? There's Bergsma and Charisma.
Bergsma?
Oh yeah, John Burke's.
Yeah, the theology professor.
Yeah, the dumbass.
The proclamation of the gospel is
Ooh, Cardinal Zen himself considers this method manipulating, considers attributing it to the Holy Ghost blasphemous. Oh, thank God our Pope is so blasphemous.
Oh, look at a friend of the show, a channel member is using his free channel.
Diamond Bros claimed he buys views for something like that. You think that is true? I don't know how anyone watches beyond 30 seconds. Yeah, I believe they all buy views. It's probably true.
No, I think people are that stupid and they do watch about 5 minutes and then turn it off.
isolated from the whole.
And look how stupid we are. We've been watching for 14.
I'd be happy to come on your show.
traditional
Let us talk
doctrine
about
and
the
morality.
glorious reign of
And through
Saint
synodality,
Francis.
traditional answers are replaced by arbitrary decisions with a high risk of being absurd and doctrinally unjustifiable. Cardinal Zen himself considers this method, unfortunately, a fear that he is right.
We read that. Hurry up.
Right. You're not sure, though. Now, David Pagliani's not sure if it's blasphemous. He fears that he's right, but he's not sure.
Wait. If he's afraid that he's right, doesn't he get to make bishops?
That's right. He's afraid. You're right. My bad. My bad. There it is. Great necessity. I hope he has some Zen in his heart. I hope he's able to reach Zen. What about Macaw Zen? We have Cardinal Zen, Parrot Zen, Dove Zen.
An IQ of 85 to 115
Why is there an
considered
ad?
average in the U.S.
Skip.
And then
Because
the
he
next
is
logical question is, preaches service
monetized.
to the church, but in practice, the society can give the impression of challenging the church, especially if episcopal consecrations are envisaged. How do you explain this to the Pope? Here's his explanation.
Whoa, Anthony! Here's his explanation.
Serve the church first and foremost by serving souls. This is an objective fact, independent of any other consideration. Fundamentally, the church exists for souls. Her purpose is that.
I like how Anthony Stein sounds like he questions everything at the end of the sentence. You know what I mean, Phil? What? The 2 + 2 is 4. Phil?
What?
Phil, are you there? 1 + 1 is 2? Sorry, I was just mentioning Anthony Stein always sounds like he's asking at the end of a read. Like the end of the sentence, his tone changes into a question. Like, the church's danger of busying itself with both everything and nothing?
Their sanctification and their salvation. All fine speeches, the various debates, the major themes upon which one discusses or
I
might
guess Anthony Stein might be afraid this is true.
discuss have no meaning if they do not have as their finality the salvation of souls. It is essential to recall this because the church is in danger of busying herself with both everything and
Busying
nothing.
herself?
By the way, can we read this?
How do you
can we
biz
just
yourself?
happy pro- Can you read this in the Italian?
Hey,
so that we
have
can
you ever
accurately talk
have
around?
you ever bizzed yourself? What's bizzing?
I'm constantly bizzing all over the place.
I just bizzed. I bizzed my pants.
I'm bizzing my pants. I bizzed all over it.
Don't do toilet humor with John. He thinks it's funny because he's a kid.
Bizzing all over the bed. Yeah, I meant the other one, Phil.
Ecological concerns, for example, or the preoccupation with the rights of minorities, of women, or migrants, risk causing the essential mission of the church to be lost
Get
from
into the
view.
business.
If the Society of St. Pius X strives to preserve tradition
Taking
and
care
all
of
that this entails,
business.
it is solely because these treasures are vital for the salvation of souls, because it aims at nothing else but the good of souls, and that of the
Yeah, pray for
order
Leo.
of their sanctification.
Sorry, do the Anthony Stein voice for this, Phil.
What's his what's the Anthony Stein voice?
Yo, pray for Leo.
Pray for Leo. Pray for the church.
But it's like Anthony.
Things have gotten off onto a worldly materialistic focus.
Remember the warnings of
Right.
Martin, of Archbishop Lefebvre, and others.
And by the way, we have our new bit, Phil. Right.
Don't forget.
Right.
Don't forget. Finish the food on your plate.
Right.
Don't forget. You got to take the garbage out before the garbage men come. Okay.
Right.
Warned that the church risks becoming
pray for the garbage.
We now live in a
everyone.
time of just become
Pray for the garbage. Pray for the blasphemy.
Keep them in your
Hence,
prayers.
Why he is explicitly saying, ecological concerns and immigration and all the rest of it. In so doing, we place what we preserve at the service of the church. We offer the church not a museum of old and dusty things, but
where there is
tradition in its
selah,
fullness and
there is
fruitfulness.
the church.
Tradition which sanctifies souls, transforms them, and gives rise to vocations and authentically Catholic families. In other words, it is for the Pope himself. As such, we preserve this treasure until the day when its value will once again be understood. And when a Pope
will wish to make good.
Say la.
Man,
So the Pope is like, I don't understand this. What is this thing called tradition?
This is dumber than Williamson's argument. At least Williamson just was like, I'm going to shut up on this issue, and I'm not going to claim to be an expert. Like, I wish that was the SSPX position, was what Williamson said, which was pretty much, I don't study the issue, so I won't comment on it.
I mean, the exact thing that
like,
CDP tells everybody else to do.
I know, but we can't do it. We can't do the bare minimum. We have to sound like morons.
Bare minimum? The bare minimum.
Where is the bare minimum, Evie?
Where is
the
he?
duck? The duck bare
the
minimum.
Duck? I thought I had a bear somewhere.
No, you had a duck. It was literally a bathtub duck.
to make use of it for the good of the whole church, for it is to the church that tradition belongs. In other words, they're going against the Pope's wishes to protect the papacy.
Bare minimum identifies as a duck, as a bear.
Go back to what I've said repeatedly in the past. An analogy I got from SSP on YouTube that we are to honor our mother and father. We're to be obedient to them. However, logic does dictate that if you
here
were
it
to come
comes.
home,
My daddy issues. My daddy issues. My daddy issues.
Yes!
We are the daddy
Hey, Dad. Yeah, you think you have all the authority? You think you paying the bills in the house? Well, guess what? I recognize, but resist that.
He's like, he's like, son, I noticed you've been blaspheming. I learned it from watching you.
Oh, man, this is so stupid.
one of your parents had way too many beers and started.
Oh, man, no, my mouth. Oh, man. Yeah, and then he starts beating you.
Insane directions. They were clearly intoxicated.
Who knew the Pope was intoxicated?
And they started giving you insane directions that were destructive. Would you follow them? Of course.
No, and
yes, he says, good popcorn and put a movie on. Yeah.
Like who's his dad? Who's his dad who does this?
Shouldn't this go back to even John Farrell's argument that you have to separate from that because he talks about, okay, even if we accept this, John Farrell has to admit, if you use this analogy, that you're allowed to separate from the abusive spouse.
Not if she's hot.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Like, you can't, and then the thesis would be like,
the thesis is how you don't have a divorce there. Because you could be living together again, but then the church will officially declare an annulment of the popes. But we ourselves have to legally separate from the person claiming to be the Holy Father because they're abusive. Like John Farrell's own analogy points to sedevacantism. He's
I would like to say that I withhold myself.
Like it's legit stupid. Like I'm sorry, John Farrell's own argument proves sedevacantism.
But I'm withholding myself.
Oh, you're right. You recognize and resist, and you're staying in the house.
That's right.
Yeah, to stay in communion. And as I'm being put outside, it's like the husband who's forced onto the couch. That's the SSPX. You're sleeping on the couch tonight. You have to go sleep with the dog outside. Yeah, we're valid. We're valid, guys.
Of course not. Their
Yes, wife. Yes, wife. You're right. You're right.
analogy has always been that the Pope, the Holy Father, and not just the
Oh,
current
here
one,
comes
but
a
going
lie.
back to Vatican II, all imbibe deeply of modernism, and they are
Reverse
intoxicated
marital
on
grape.
the headiness of worldly acclaim and all the rest of it.
You just got
and at some
raped.
point, they'll come down and come to their senses. That is their central claim, one that is very rarely ever addressed. Because anybody who's aware of the crisis in the church and how
The SSPX is like, we are still in a valid marriage, but I need to go have an affair out of grave necessity.
Maybe I want you to replay 5 seconds because this is a great line from John. You say read it?
The SSPX is just trying to find herself.
No, no one ever addresses this argument, and then you
claim
listen
and
to
all
what he
the
just
rest
said.
of it. And at some point, they'll come down and come to their senses. That is their central claim, one that is very rarely ever addressed. Because anybody who's aware...
Because anyone who's aware of this argument thinks it's retarded.
Yeah, it's never addressed. It's not addressed. It's seasoned. A seasoned. A CC. A seasoned.
No, it doesn't work.
It's not addressing. It's not a ranch. It's addressing.
Get your jokes.
Oh, no, it's not a ranch. It's addressing.
of the crisis in the church and how every single pope since the 1960s, including the ones you probably like more than others, have been involved in this and been complicit in this to some degree.
Don't be a
now, they give you the logical answer to all of this. To speak of the good of...
Why people don't be a CCing their New World religion, man? Oh, geez. That's the dumbest
But the
thing I've
society
ever read.
has no mission over souls. On the contrary, it was canonically suppressed more than 50 years ago.
Oh, good point.
Yes, there was an attempt to suppress the SSPX, but it
was a failure because we said so. I don't think so. And the Pope was like, I don't think so.
I don't. It's time to stream. I don't think so. This is not
economically questionable at best. On what basis can any mission of the society towards souls be justified? Response. It's quite simply a question of charity. We do not wish to...
Paleface say dumb thing. Wise men, many moons.
Attribute to ourselves a mission that we do not have. But at the same time, we cannot refuse to respond to the spiritual distress of souls who are increasingly perplexed, disoriented, and lost. They're calling...
So instead, we just stay lost
for help. And after searching for a long time, it is quite natural that they find deep joy, light, and consolation in the riches of the tradition of the church. To these souls, we have a true responsibility, even if we do not possess an official mission. It is the same for someone in the street. If he sees another in danger, he is...
Oh. By the way, this actually means the SSPX says all their sacraments are invalid. If they actually meant this, This would actually mean because in the Council of Trent it says, all sins are forgiven only explicitly through the will of God. So if they don't mission from God, then they can't forgive the sins. They're like, oh, but my duty. No, but if the duty comes from the church and they recognize that the church is the thing, see, autism.
Okay, but Sonny Pete, what if I have a guy in my parish named Will? Will of the church.
Bound to come to that person's aid. According to his
Fire
needs,
at
even if he's
will!
neither a fireman nor a policeman. The number of souls who have thus turned to us has
Will of
increased
the
over the years,
faithful.
particularly in the last decade. To ignore their needs
Will
and
of
abandon them would be betraying
jurisdiction!
them, and thereby betraying the church itself. For once again, the church exists for souls and not to feed vain and futile
That's why his name
discourse.
was Bishop
This
Williamson.
charity is a duty which commands all others. The very law of the church provides for it. In the spirit of ecclesiastical law, which is the juridical expression of this charity, the good of souls comes before everything
this is why
else.
Sandy Picante makes clips, so you don't have to listen to this big blah, 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 the whole
Hey,
time.
this is more fun because he just sounds
It truly
stupid. We can
represents the
keep
law of
talking.
laws,
We're
which
listening
all
to
others are
stupidity.
subordinate, and
My
against which no
brain.
ecclesiastical law can prevail. The axiom, the supreme law is the salvation of souls. Is a classic maxim of canonical tradition, which is explicitly taken up by the final canon of the 1983 Code.
1983.
And the present state of necessity is upon this highest principle that the entire legitimacy of our apostolate and of our mission towards the souls who turn to us depends.
Blah,
For
blah,
us, we
blah,
fulfill
blah,
a role of
blah.
supplying for a deficiency
Shut
in the
up,
name of that
Trisha.
same
You're
charity.
ruining
If you
Selahcast.
have doubts about that, go
People
back to a
like
statistic
you
that I
ruin
don't like
Selahcast.
citing, but I have to
Trish is
basically,
right. Trish
which
is
is about
right.
80%
Let's
of
put
kids
this up.
in
A
the
big
ordinary
screen.
home
Put a
typical
star in
ordinary
this
home
comment.
parish
Oh yeah,
leave the
this
faith
comment is correct. Yes.
right after confirmation, sometimes before. We don't know
Yeah,
how
you're
many of them
still
come back
watching,
later in
Trisha.
life, but 80% of them leave. The statistic in traditional parishes is far lower than that. Although
Yeah, instead of 80%, it's only 50%. Wow.
That's a
Baby.
miracle.
still too high, because some of it has to do with modernity.
Oh, there you go, Anthony
It's a
Stein. Are you
miracle.
admitting that people don't care if they go to the SSPX or not, that they'll leave the church if they want to leave the church? No way!
This is what he's talking about. At
What?
least part of it.
Hey. Oh, this is the part. This is the reason why we don't clip. We want to see, hey, no naked apron lady, put it back on. I saw naked apron lady. Ah!
Rock
So
hard.
where the contemplating episcopal consecration to place the faithful
was
who
clearly
have recourse
close, by
to
the
the society before the dilemma.
Yeah, I know.
Either the choice of integral tradition with all that it implies, or quote full
Blah, blah,
communion with
blah,
the hierarchy
blah,
of the
blah,
church.
blah, blah, blah,
Again,
blah, blah,
another
blah.
spicy answer. In reality,
Oh, another spicy answer, guys. Turn up the heat. We better put the air conditioner on. Promise me you're going to clip him saying spicy every instance of him saying this is another spicy take.
No,
Like, chicken with like Macarena music is like another spicy take.
Wait. Go back and play the spicy take.
Oh no, he's reading
hierarchy
it.
of the church. Choice of integral
My bad.
tradition with faithful who have recourse
But doesn't
to
he say
society
the word
before a
spicy?
dilemma.
Yeah, he
Either
says
the
spicy
choice of
take.
integral
Go back and
tradition
play
with all that it
spicy.
implies, or quote
No, I am. Give me a
full
second.
communion with the hierarchy of the church. Again, another spicy answer.
Here we go.
In reality, this
The
is dilemma is
spicy
only
reason.
apparent.
Ooh.
A Catholic must preserve both integral tradition and communion with the hierarchy. We cannot choose between these goods because they are both necessary.
Whoa! I can't take it anymore. It's too spicy.
But too often is forgotten that communion is founded essentially upon the Catholic faith with all that.
Oh, so if communion is essentially upon the Catholic faith and they don't have the Catholic faith, are we in communion? Oh, it's a
Can I
mystery!
stop?
It's a mystery! It's a mystery!
Who's not baptized be the Pope? Oh.
Okay, but Pope was literally a maggot. He's still be our Pope.
Can a man who worships Satan and pizza be the Pope?
Yes!
Of course, because that would include John. I included
Let these
pizza in
things
that.
beginning with the true sacramental life, and this
By the way,
requires the exercise of a
Selah. We found 2 frozen pizzas in the unit, and I'm so happy. I just want to let you all know I'm better than all of you because I have 2 frozen pizzas. Okay, keep going on with the show.
There we go.
governance that preaches the same faith and ensures that it is put into practice, using its authority, not arbitrarily, but truly with a...
That's literally the SETE thing. Often forgotten that communion is founded essentially upon the Catholic faith. Like, which, by the way, I just read like Anthony Stein. I feel like an idiot. I'm sorry, guys.
Due to the spiritual
Which is essentially founded upon the Catholic faith.
The implication here, ladies and gentlemen, is that the hierarchy of the church does not do this.
What? Anthony Stein, I can't. What?
Selah alert! Selah
What?
Selah alert!
Okay, we just proved SETE be right. Yes, people are so stupid that they watch this content. That Anthony
Yes, they do. There's more in this video. It doesn't stop.
That they do not basically practice the true Catholic faith. That they're pushing something else.
Hey, Phil,
It is
can you move
precisely
to show
to
us you're
safeguard
alive
these
and
foundations,
not
these
dead?
conditions necessary for the existence of
I think
communion
I
in
see
the church.
him.
That the
Oh,
society
he's
cannot
moving.
Okay, he's alive, guys.
distorts that
Thanks,
communion,
sir.
even when this comes from those who themselves exercise authority in the church
He's
by right.
gambling right now on video.
Meaning these are
poker and
people who
making
have
money.
at the very least
That's
abandoned
right.
their responsibility,
Yeah, I believe
if
it.
not used their offices to try to do something dangerous and evil. Concrete examples follow. Could you give a concrete example of what the society cannot accept? And here is where he becomes much less pleasant in his language.
What's less pleasant? This is getting scary.
He started cursing. He started rapping. Sorry,
Yo, this N-word. Assist meeting.
The first example that comes to mind dates back to 2019, when Pope Francis, on the occasion of his visit to the Arabian Peninsula, signed together with a false teacher, the well-known Abu Dhabi Declaration, together with
I'm sorry. I'm just stopped. I stopped, okay?
leader.
No, you're still going.
The plurality of religions had been willed as such by divine wisdom. It is evident that a communion founded upon the acceptance of such a statement, or which would include it, would simply not be Catholic. Since it would constitute a sin against the first commandment, meaning idolatry, and the denial of the first article of the creed. I consider such a statement to be more than a simple error. It is simply inconceivable. It cannot be the foundation of Catholic communion, but rather the cause of its dissolution. I believe that a Catholic should prefer martyrdom rather than accept such affirmation. He's calling Francis a heretic for that statement. Response.
Phil to do the thing. That's funny.
Denounced by the society is growing, particularly.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Would it
Phil's
not be
doing
better
it.
to allow this movement to develop and to trust in providence rather than intervene with a strong public
Phil's doing
gesture
it.
such as episcopal
We're
consecration?
so back.
In other words, they're talking about podcasters. They're talking about Facebook groups. They're talking about every form of social
They're
media.
talking about Selahcast.
An online community where people are normal laymen talking about things going on in the church and correcting errors.
The what?
I
This
can't find
movement
the
is certainly
spiral
positive, and
screen.
one can
Where
only
is that?
rejoice in it. Undoubtedly,
Oh, it's in
it
your
illustrates
background,
the soundness
so.
of what the society
Green
defends.
screen.
And there's every reason to encourage this dissemination of the truth by all available means. That said, it is a movement with limits.
Do you really
The
want to
faith cannot be
know?
restricted to nor exhausted by discussions and
Put on
decision
Sailor
taking
Noir.
on the internet. The sanctification of a soul certainly depends upon an authentic profession of faith, but this must lead to
Here, I'll
a
put
devout
it in black
Christian
and
life.
white. Don't
On
worry,
Sundays,
Phil.
souls do not need to consult the internet. They need a priest who hears their confessions and instructs them, who celebrates the holy sacrifice of the Mass for them, who truly sanctifies them and leads
Give
them
me
to
a
God.
second.
Souls need
There we go.
priests. To have priests, bishops are required, not
black and white now.
influencers. In other words, we must return to reality. That is the reality of souls and of their concrete objective needs. Episcopal consecrations have no other purpose but to guarantee, for the faithful attracted to tradition, the administration of the sacrament of confirmation, holy orders, and of all that flows from them.
Oh,
In
my
other
bad. I'm
words,
trying
you
to
cannot
remove
rely
my...
on people like me, like yours truly, to
to fill the role of a priest. And nor should you ever. As an aside,
No way.
I've noticed this, not so much with me, but with other, we'll say, much larger presences in the traditional side of things, that people treat some of them as a celebrity, which is bad enough, but also as not just a teacher of the faith. I mean, after all, really anybody who sits there and starts explaining theology to you is to some degree a teacher of the faith. But they teach them with the same respect that we would reserve to priests. And I'm glad. It's something I've always fought against. I'm very,
Anthony Stein's fought against this.
Brownie said that here. The faithful need priests who teach the faith, including Catholic morality, as he started all of this with. Do you not think that despite its good intentions, the society could in some way end up considering itself to be the church or attributing to itself an irreplaceable role? He responds, saying, in no way does the SSPX claim to take the place of the church or to assume her mission. On the contrary, it retains a deep awareness that it exists solely to serve her, relying exclusively on what the church herself has always and everywhere preached, believed, and practiced. The society is likewise deeply conscious that it is not she who saves the church, for our Lord alone preserves and saves his spouse, he who never ceases to watch over her. In circumstances it did not choose, the society is simply a privileged means of remaining faithful to the church, attentive to the mission of her mother, who for 20 centuries has been nourishing the children, the doctrine, and the sacraments. The society devotes itself with a filial spirit to the preservation and defense of integral tradition, taking advantage of an unparalleled freedom to remain faithful to this inheritance. According to the expression of Archbishop Lefebvre, the society is nothing more than a work of the Catholic Church, which continues to transmit doctrine. Its role is that of an envoy, and it desires nothing so much as to see all Catholic pastors join it in the fulfillment of this duty. And then these are the kind of the closing questions here.
Oh my
They
gosh.
ask to return to the Pope. Do you think it's
done?
realistic to believe that the Pope might accept or at least tolerate the society consecrate?
Wait, really? Are we almost done?
No, we got a whole hour
that
left.
a lot of people have opined on. There is an answer to this that I've seen from
Yeah, well,
several
we should
kind of
stop
big names
after
on
the
X that are in the Catholic
Oh, we're
world,
back to black.
saying they
Good
believe
afterwards
Pope
anyway.
Leo will ignore the consecrations when it happens. They might say some sorrowful words, but they will not formally say that the XSPX have been excommunicated.
They didn't?
A pope is first and foremost a father.
They literally were excommunicated.
Intention.
I know.
A sincere will.
Since when were they not excused? Oh, John Paul II is just super uncharitable.
To serve the church, and above all, a genuine case of conscience in an exceptional situation. These elements are objective, and all those who know the society can recognize them, even without necessarily sharing its positions. They say, well, that's good in theory, but what about in practice? Will Rome tolerate it? The future remains in the hands of the Holy Father and, of course, providence. Nevertheless, it must be acknowledged that the Holy See is sometimes capable of showing a certain
Let me lower
pragmatism
my quality
and even a
little bit.
surprising flexibility when it is convinced that it is acting for the good of souls. Now here's the trump card for them. Let us take the current case of relations with the Chinese government. Despite a genuine schism of the Chinese Patriotic Church, despite the uninterrupted persecution of underground church faithful to Rome, despite agreements regularly renewed and then broken by the Chinese authorities, in 2023, Pope Francis approved a posteriori the appointment of the Bishop of Shanghai by those authorities. Yes, the Chinese government in 2023 appointed from their so-called Patriotic Church. They made him a bishop, and Pope Francis confirmed it in 2023. They didn't ask his permission, they just did it. More recently, Pope Leo XIV himself ultimately accepted a posteriori the appointment of the Bishop of Xinjiang, designated in the same manner during the vacancy of the Apostolic See, while the bishop faithful to Rome, who had been imprisoned several times, was still in office. In other words, the Chinese took advantage of the interregnum to replace an actual Catholic bishop with a fake one. And then Pope Leo, when he became Pope, accepted it. In both cases, these were clearly pro-government prelates, imposed unilaterally by Beijing to control the Catholic Church in China. It should be noted clearly that these were not merely auxiliary bishops, but residential bishops, that is, ordinary pastors of their respective dioceses or prefectures, possessing jurisdiction over the local clergy and faithful. In Rome, it is perfectly well known for what purpose these pastors were chosen and unilaterally imposed. The Society's case is entirely different. For us, it is obviously not a matter of favoring a communist or anti-Christian power, but solely of safeguarding the rights of Christ the King and of the tradition of the Church at a time of general crisis and confusion in which these are gravely compromised. The intentions and the ends are clearly not the same. The Pope knows this. Moreover, the Holy Father knows.
I gotta get my captions out. There we go. This is much more accurate.
Imperial Church means by jurisdiction that they're not going to claim that one of the new bishops is the new Archbishop of Portland, Oregon, for example. The SSPX bishops are equivalent of auxiliary bishops, he says. Frankly, I do not see how the people could fear the danger to society coming from the government from Beijing. And he's right, because it's illogical to have a government in Beijing that's a danger to the church and the salvation of souls than those fake bishops in China who don't even preach the gospel. They preach the anti-gospel of the state. They look up to some of the stuff they've done to their parishes and actual content of sacred scriptures, and you'll know what I mean.
And then they get into the when it goes on. I think I'm going to stop here. Listen, if you want to read it, maybe go over that in the future. But the liturgy was buried near the end of this because that was not the central concern for them. It is a major concern, but you'll notice that I just spent the last 30 minutes telling you about morality and doctrine, because that's where the main problem is. The problems with the liturgy, all these Novus Ordo versus traditional Mass debates. And yes, for those of you Eastern Catholics who might be watching, the future preservation of the integrity of your liturgies, as well as your own internal liturgical debates going on, all of this is rooted in a question of ecclesiology, which was give me a second. By the way, there's something better we can do.
Like end the stream and watch anime?
That's a good point.
Do we have anime to watch?
No, I don't think so, but we'll end the stream and pretend like we do.
Okay.
This used to be a large show, but today it's a medium, yeah.
Yeah.